My friend asked how my husband helps with the kids. I opened my mouth and realized I had nothing to say. My sister visited last month and said something I didn't expect. You seem lighter, like you're actually here again. She was right, but she didn't know what it took to get here. 8 weeks earlier, I was drowning and no one could see it. On paper, I'm married, 2 kids, nice house, husband with a steady job. But by 6 p.m. every night, I'd already handled the school pickup, the homework battle, the meltdown over the wrong cup, and the endless negotiations about screen time. Alone. My husband would come home, say hi, and sit on the couch, phone in hand, checked out, not cruel, just gone. I'd wrestle our son into pajamas while he scrolled, handle bedtime tears while he watched TV, fall into bed exhausted while he asked why I seemed so stressed lately. The moment everything cracked open was a Thursday, coffee with a friend. She asked casually, "So, how does Mike help with the kids?" I opened my mouth to answer. Nothing came out. That night, I watched him scrolling on the couch while I carried our crying daughter to bed for the 3rd time, and I thought, I don't even know why I'm married anymore. Here's what no one tells you about this kind of loneliness. It's quiet, a slow erasure. You stop asking for help. You stop expecting partnership. Somewhere along the way, you stop being yourself. And the resentment doesn't stay in the marriage. It leaks onto your kids. The sharp tone when they ask for one more thing, the snapping over spilled cereal because you're already empty and it's only 7 a.m. I wasn't angry at them. I was exhausted from doing this alone, next to someone who was supposed to be my partner. The signs had been building. My daughter started going to her dad for comfort. "At least he doesn't yell," she told her grandmother. That one broke me. My son had started watching my face before he spoke, apologizing before I even responded. My friends' marriages looked like partnerships. Mine felt like a job I couldn't quit. I found it at 1 a.m. on a Wednesday. Couldn't sleep. I typed, "Why am I so angry at my kids when I'm really mad at my husband?" I found a thread where other moms were saying things I'd never heard anyone admit. One woman wrote, "My kids were getting the rage that belonged somewhere else. My nervous system was so fried from carrying everything alone, the smallest thing set me off. But it was never about the spilled milk." She mentioned a 30-day challenge she'd started, something about breaking the yelling cycle, not through willpower, but by teaching her nervous system a different response. I almost didn't click. Another program, another thing that would make me feel like a failure. But my daughter had said, "At least he doesn't yell." So I had nothing left to lose. The challenge didn't focus on discipline strategies. It focused on what was happening inside me before I snapped, why small struggles felt overwhelming, why I was drained before the day even started, why it started sounding like my own parents. The first lesson showed me something I'd never seen spelled out. My nervous system wasn't reacting to my kids. It was reacting to years of carrying everything alone. I wasn't a bad mother. I was a depleted one, and that can change. It didn't happen overnight. Week 1, I just noticed things. The tension by 5 p.m., the anger that flared before I knew why. I did short practices, 10 minutes a day, just enough to help my nervous system learn a different response. Week 2, my son spilled juice at dinner. I felt the familiar surge, but I caught it, let it pass. I handed him a napkin. No big deal. He looked at me like I was someone new. Week 3, both kids were melting down at bedtime. The chaos that usually ended with me becoming someone I hated. I sat on the floor with them. No yelling, no threats. My daughter looked up and said, "Mommy, you feel softer." I held her and cried. It's been 2 months now. My husband still isn't the partner I wish he was. But I stopped waiting for him to fix how I feel. I stopped pouring my resentment onto my kids. My son doesn't walk on eggshells anymore. My daughter comes to me again. Last week, my sister watched me with the kids. Patient, present. "What happened to you?" she asked. I just said how I figured some things out, Grouse. The thing I found is called Liven. It's not a meditation app. It's not marriage counseling. It's something different, and the microcycle method. Short daily practices designed to help your nervous system learn a different response to overwhelm. Their 30-day Stop the Yelling Cycle challenge is built for exactly this. It meets you where you are, exhausted, stretched thin, doing it alone, and gives you 5 minutes a day to rewire the pattern. Not guilt, not shame, just a nervous system that finally gets what it needs. I don't know if you're reading this after another night of doing bedtime alone, or hiding in the bathroom for 2 minutes of silence, or lying awake wondering where you went. But I know this. Your reactions aren't a character flaw. They're a pattern, and patterns can change. I started mine at 1 a.m., exhausted and invisible. 8 weeks later, my sister said I seemed like myself again. Start the challenge. See what shifts. Those first 5 minutes might be the beginning of everything changing, for you and for your kids.